Hello everybody and welcome back once again. Um, so basically just continuing along the whole path, we'll go ahead and look at the battles real quick. First off, I try to take the sea. I think, oh man, I'm going to summon up a bunch of elementals, give him a bottle of living water, and just let him go to town. This doesn't work even in the slightest. I've figured out what I'm going to do about this little province. I'm actually going to custom make a SC to go underwater. And then we have the battle for the fortress. And they have a fair number of units here all around. So we'll turbo this because this should probably be an incredibly long battle. And you can see they've basically used every last gem they have just to summon up some stuff here. Liquid body. This is basically going to be like running all of my units through a meat grinder, and this guy might be a little hard to deal with. Alright, we're getting some paralyzers off, and we're getting some damage in with the artillery here. All that's nice. That flaming arrows is really great right there on their mage line. Be a lot better if the AI would not keep its pretender in the capital. I was messing around with modding the other day, and I realized there's actually a command for that. Uh, I can't understand why you would ever want your pretender to not leave the capital. At the very least, he can do a lot of site searching. This was an incredibly long battle. I swear one of the battles went up to like turn 70 something, and I'm thinking this right here is the battle. Yeah, he's beginning to summon undead back here. So that should tell you how long it is. I thought there was a 50 turn limit on it before the game made everybody retreat. Obviously, I misunderstood that or something, because I believe it was like turn 79 or something crazy like that. I really wish I had mass flight. This would be so much easier. Alright, and there they are pumping out big old hordes of undead now. Not as big as the hordes of undead I'm creating back here, but you know, I probably should have scripted in some raised dead or such to get the corpses out of here so that they couldn't clog this as fast. Definitely something I should have thought about. But you can see I started to push in the gate, and I'm already being pushed back at this point. Oh, there I'm pushing forward again. And here comes more skeletons. My archers are going to run out of ammo. Have they already ran out of ammo? Oh no, they're retreating. I guess all my undead archers must be dead at this point, because I'm not seeing us shoot any more volleys across here. So it's basically all up to the AI casting. Skelly spamming is so strong in fort defenses. Maybe I should have brought my flyers down here. If you can get them in here and open up this floodgate with any flyers like my Tengus that I have up at the other fort, um, it might have saved me a lot of troops, and they'll be back here. Of course, they'll kill a bunch of them, but we'll be in the back lines back here fighting skeletons, and my huge horde of skeletons will take control of the gate, basically. Wow. And they're all just summoning up more skeletons instead of trying to go with some evocation. As much as I hate to say things that I wish were in the game, because it's always such a hard uh, kind of area to mess with. I really wish, like somebody had mentioned, a checkbox for various commands, like what type of magic you wish to have them cast. Like one for buffing, one for evocations, damage type spells, and one for buffing, and one for summoning would be ridiculously good. In fact, that would probably be about the favorite thing I could get in the whole game. Alright, we're winning. We're we're definitely taking some casualties here. And this is why I have a bunch of them right at the beginning, summoning up a bunch of stuff. And you'll see, man, my guys are they're taking a beating. They are taking a beating. I'm down to ethereal in some of my units back here. The armies of Tien Chi are mostly routed. Uh-huh, so the Frost Father's gonna stick it out, huh? Not only that, I wish the mechanics on the fort fights were a little different. Their units should just stay and fight till the very, very end. It looks like I've taken control of the gate. If I can just get a little bit more, there we go. There we go. But yeah, some flyers definitely would have been nice right there. Ethereal. I don't see regeneration up, which is good. Alright. There we go. That was a long battle. I lose both my Hanyas and 6 generals as well. The number of wounds coming out of that is probably pretty big as well. Find a couple sites, a deep crevasse, and a standing stones. The only real thing I'll point out is like the standing stones, you can see that they searched this already and picked up a canyon of sand. And I'm going back through with at least my mages to make sure I get a better coverage across it. Even something like this I'll search, although the chances of there being yet another site are ridiculously low. Now, I am building up a custom unit to go underwater here. He's going to be an SC, and I'll finally have access to Soul Vortex and stuff. So my SCs are actually going to be real SCs. At this point, I really need Phoenix Pyre for them, but I can wait on that just a little bit. We are storming the castle at the last Tien Chi province. Effigy of War gained, a couple of gems. Honestly, those are the two types I really don't need right now. Losing money's never good, and my troops are starting to starve. Other than that, I decided I cannot let them get a hold of this last throne. So, last turn I started getting a bunch of forces together and piling them actually over the last couple turns along their borders. And this turn I'm going to basically do an alpha strike. I believe that they have basically just collapsed at this point. I don't really think they have a whole lot left. Um, But I'm going to scoop up what I can, but I definitely have to take control of this throne. If I can get that throne and finally get underneath the waves here, which, man, not even one killed. Um, that'll leave this fort actually as a possibility because I need 6. I can get all the level 1s, or I can pick up this throne here and not the water, and I could try to get one of these level 2s, which they controlled both level 2s earlier, and I saw them take that from Atlantis, so we know that those are the level 2 thrones up there. I really don't want to go through that huge fort system they had built up there. When I had spies up there, I just kind of cringed thinking about it. I've never seen the AI just build that many forts, but it really, to me, looked like they had forts everywhere. Alright, so I complete Alteration. Up next, I want to go Conjuration 6 and pick up Flame Spirits. This is going to give me a Fire Gem dump. Once I finish up my Lightless Lanterns spam here. Unrest is still very good. Alright. Little Zots are not so good for... Oh, and I have my guys set to. Still set for forts. So I'm not going to have nearly as much Skelly spam as what I'd want. Okay, basically whatever dies is going to be from my own friendly fire there. Good, I got most of the Zots, so I don't have to worry about them. However, this is a smaller force right here. What was left from taking the Tien Chi's fort over on this end of things. Alright. So I really don't want... I want nothing but Skelly spam with a unit like that. We have a fight in Annenberg. This is a pretty heavy province. Gotta love the Bottle of Living Waters. Of course, I don't have the underwater regeneration right now, but size 6, every battle forever at 10 gems. And the thing is, you can even put 2 of them on one commander like I did here. I just absolutely love spamming, and it goes along so well with my strategy. This looks like nothing but PD. I'll probably take a few losses because my archers are not very stand-up units. Yeah, bottles of living water are basically my favorite water gem dump in the game. Alright, in the same term, Atlantis attempts to grab it. Apparently everybody is really wanting to steal what little bit they have left. Ooh, man. Really don't want to fight Atlantis. Alright, these are my 2 SCs down here. Of course, I'm just going with a Temper Flesh down here. Temper Flesh gives you slash, pierce, and blunt resistance, and I believe it increases your fire resistance as well. So, oh, I lost all my gear. Wow. Well, that's no bueno. I probably should have been gearing my guys better, or not even sending them out, or sending them out with maybe just as like thugs with just a brand and shield. is I really didn't have the gems to gear him out, nor did I have the research, although I just got the research. That's no good, though. Alright, this is the throne. They always like to throw ridiculous numbers of PD down. Alright, and this was the Soul Vortex. It's what I was pretty sure it was, so he's automatically got Soul Vortex down, which the rest of my units will be casting. He should be all but unkillable at this point, so I'm really not worried about him. This guy, on the other hand, might be able to take a little bit more damage with just that Temper Flesh up. Although my fatigue is staying very, very good. This guy's not building any. Alright. Oh, well, I guess we can just take a peek to see what kind of forces I have out there. And they don't really have a whole lot either. And now we've got the last fortress. Really got to hope my archers wipe out a lot of this, because I really need to take control. I need to put these on attack closest as well. Maybe hold an attack would be better to let them start getting outside the gate. And here we go with my flyers. They're on attack rear, so I'll probably lose most of my flyers right through this battle, but that's alright. They are more than expendable. Really wish I'd been able to pick up Air 4 as well. I mean, that gives me access to the boosters, and then I can get Staffs of Storm Power and do some lightning spam as well. It's just such a better option all around. And just out of curiosity, what's my precision looking like? 15, 16, so very good. And I've stopped most of their archers at this point. Really wish I would have gotten on those mage stack right there. Oh well, wish in one hand, right? Good, we got some routing out of this front line here. And my archers are either dead or they took off, I don't know which. It's fine, they serve their purpose quite well. Alright, if I can just get through this gate before they get these skeletons up here, this should be a fairly easy battle. Or a fairly quick battle, I should say. Oh, these are so worthless with 2 movement. They really need more movement than what they have. Probably should have had my archers on fire archers as well. Maybe that would have saved me a good grip there of time, wiping out their mages back there. Alright, so I lose all my corpse constructs, a good stack of my archers, a good stack of my archers. Looks like basically every flyer I have. However, that should be the end of Tien Chi. I get a Shield of Gleaming Gold, a Firebrand, Fire Bola, Frostbrand, Fire Plate, Water Bracelet, so they put everything they had into that. Very good, although those are not nearly as... Tribe has attacked the settlement. Okay. Well, I had a whole lot of skeletons, so that's fine. Although, in smaller numbers, I would be a little worried, because the troglodytes, these are like the perfect little tramplers. They're a little less expensive than most, and they're just hardy enough to walk through piles of skeletons all day long. Thankfully, that MR is really low, so you can see every time I'm hitting with a Shadow Bolt, they're getting paralyzed immediately, so that's pretty good. I'd really like to get some pen boosters going. I never had the money for another lab. You know, I'm not going to bother watching that anymore. Boom, dead. Um, I really wanted to get a lab here at some point. Because I really want some enchanters. With a Thistle Mace, I can get some Moonvine bracelets. With Starshine Skullcap, I can have them begin doing the Crowns of Command, which is a little bit of inspiration, not terribly great, but I'll make a few for my leaders. But mostly they'll be forging Eyes of the Void and Spell Booster. I don't remember the name of the Spell Booster. Alright. Actually, looks like they were building semi-competent items. Funny, funny. Normally the AI just builds absolute junk. But those were all fairly good items. Alright. Oh, I need to pick up my Robe of the Sea. Alright, and now we've actually got a fully geared guy. I got the awe, I got the fear, I got the regeneration, I've got the ethereal, I've stacked him with 20 cold resistance, which is why I'm using the Robe of the Sea. I want that Ring of Frost on there. They're spamming Water Strike, so I want to avoid that as much as possible. And then we get a real set of casts for a SC. I still want that Temper Flesh in there. What is my 12 protection, huh? Want to change the order up. I'm going to get an invulnerability on him. I was thinking about doing the Robe of Invulnerability or Elemental Armor on him to boost those defenses up a little more. However, that's the most frost resistance I can get off of and then on top of that, We're going to hand him a death gem. We're going to hand him 2 death gems and an earth gem, because I want my fatigue as low as possible. Of course, that'll clear really quickly with the soul vortex up, and my encumbrance is not that bad with that robe of the sea. But we're not taking any chances. I've already thrown a whole bunch of gold away at this province. We're just gonna have him. No, we're gonna forge another ring of regenerate. No, yeah, ring of regeneration. Get some winged shoes going on. Oh, that really kind of irks me that I lost that over there. Aha, and see, they were going right for the throne, so tough luck to them. I want the skelly spam. Oh. You know what? This is going to push the video time way up there. I'll go ahead and finish setting up the turn. I'm just going to just keep marching in on them while not letting them do anything at all. At least to this throne right here. If I have to, I'll go to war with them. I cannot let them take the fortification. That's just all there is to it. Other than that, it's going to be a whole bunch of lightless lantern spam, figuring out where I have mages going and don't have mages going. I never... Did I read these? Yeah. So yeah, that's no real point in sitting here and watching this, because I'll probably be 15 minutes just forging and setting up battle orders and things like that. It's the one thing, once you start getting into the late game, this game drags on incredibly long sometimes. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.